Hello? Hello? Do I exist? I should exist. Why does the video don't work? Why? Okay, there we go. Don't ask me what the outside is. That children are screaming outside. I exist. I am here. I hope. Hello. I'm the nostalgia guy. I remember it, so you don't have to. What are the children? Are probably the mic is likely picking it up. I need music, but I don't right now. Which game I should Siva Gunner? What's Siva Gunner? Siva Gunner. Arnold Schwarzenegger. We party in Minecraft. Yeah, that's great. No. I don't have any game currently. Off. There we go. I found something. I found music. I invented music. I'm never prepared, by the way. I'm never really prepared, aren't I? I will never be prepared. Which off? Whatever Siva Gunner gives me. I just need music for the background, and I don't want to use real OST because Siva Gunner says, yo, you can use it, though be careful, you might still get copyright struck, just not by us. So. Right. Okay, there we go. So, welcome to the stream. Let me just put the music down. So, basically, this is just continue on this. Okay, what music could I actually use? I don't really have any background music. Anyway, let's ignore the music for now. Welcome to this stream, to the Zalp Stuff stream. Basically, the Stories of Legends. The Stories of Legends is a TTRPG that I made. I have a website as well for this. Hold on. News. I should have prepared. But I'm never prepared. That's the funny thing. I'm never prepared. But, yeah. Let me bookmark never show this. That probably has done something with chat. I hope chat's alright. Are you alright? Good. So, at this. And this is Stories of Legends, the website. It's a TTRPG where people, for free, can make their own stories. All the resources are there to make your own game for your friends, etc., etc. And yeah, I'm making a TTRPG with you all. Last thing, you know, the prologue was made. I am gonna go through it. If everyone's interested in it, you know. But yeah. Wait a second, let me post the link actually also on the Discord. If I find the fucking link. But yeah, basically. Hold on. I know you need to hold on a lot. But this is just the beginning of the stream. It all goes smoothly after a while. So basically, you wake up and it's 11 a.m. You're gonna go outside. You live in a suburban home at a cliffside, like exactly at a cliff. And yeah, you're at a party. Your good friend Bert Johnson is still over. He's still sleeping though. What do you want to do? You can go to the in your room where you are. You can get your clothing, go onto your computer, turn it on, which then requires improv by the session player, like the person who plays the session with their friend. There's a kitchen, bathroom, blah blah blah. But if you you can leave the house, which then gets to the town. There's a pawn shop where a character called Character is, and there's a little cat gremlin who does minor inconveniences, and you can sell stuff, and you can also buy some stuff like a West-proof bullet and a fishing rod, and you can also sell your items there. There's Topper's top and blinding soups. Now with soup ending blindness. Blinds. Right. And you can buy a soup that makes you blind and a soup that doesn't make you blind. The soup that makes you blind gives you more HP. And also gives you a miss rate. That was, yeah, someone else's idea, you know? There's also McDonald's. Yeah. It's just something I always insert into sessions because it's funny. And, okay. And a pond where you can have a fishing minigame, which I've never done, but yeah, oh wow, you know? There's a fishing minigame where you fish with burgers. I like McDonald's too. I just don't eat it that often anymore. But yeah, you fish with a McChemo, which is the burger from my version of McDonald's. And you can get wonderful prizes, you know, if you actually fish well. Then go to the cliffside, and someone really wanted the player to be able to piss from the cliffside because of Mario Takes a Piss. Yeah. Anyway, you go back home then, and as you walk back home, but Johnson's still there, and you go inside, you look out the window, you see an alien UFO. You see an alien UFO, which is flying towards your house. It crashes into the left side where your house is, and you, bird, and house fall into the bottomless pit. Alright, by the way, the cliff is a bottomless pit. Should have said that, but, yeah. Anyway, chapter 1. Into the pit. That was all. Everything you see there was, like, basically done by the community. Except maybe the McDonald's. But, like, still. So you are now into the pit. And if the player pissed into the pit, there will actually be no piss in the pit. The players said. Yeah. And Bert Johnson joins your party, which he has a lot of cool stuff. I may need the learning stat though, which requires like 2, learn 4. Actually, I might give the player already a little bit of a heads up that learning does something. So that they already have like a little attack. Good. And yeah, Bert Johnson is now part of the party. He says, I can't believe that this pit is not actually bottomless. I want a refund. Let's get out of here, player. Yeah, and then you can exit the house. And you now look at the bottom of the not so bottomless pit that your house found. And there's another civilization in there. In that pit. That not so bottomless pit. There's Poundland, where Gustav is there, who has horrible defense, horrible everything. And literally has uniform on that gives him negative defense. Yeah, and you can buy stuff there, which breaks upon use, except the Maggi seasoning. Yeah. Which, I haven't yet said, but Maggi is actually the magic stat of the Stories of Legends itself. It's not magic in that world. It also is an acronym, so yeah. It's basically the evilness that a person has. Yeah, just so everyone's like on the thing, yeah. But yeah, you can buy the stuff here, like a premium gun which breaks upon use, a jacket which gives you lovely defense, however breaks upon being hit, and a baseball bat which is amazing attack but also breaks upon hit. But everything is very like not so costly. Anyway, we still don't have a name for the shop. However, fucking Granddad is there, who sells you melee weapons. We don't have any melee weapons to like sell yet. However, and armor and some food too. So that we're gonna figure out this stream what the things should be. And then when you leave, there's a little monologue. How the fuck is this possible? Yada yada yada. And then a robber, Jeremy Thief, wants to attack you. You can spare him because you can spare everything. Like in every fight that you end up with, you can beat friendly. Except if they come in, of course, we avoid it completely. And yeah, it's either you give them money or you beat them up until low. Anyway, yeah. And then you get to a hotel after this. Next, of course, that there's a puzzle firstly, like how do you go past this river? Which has some solutions, like taking down a tree to use as a bridge. But yeah, as you continue on, you enter a hotel, which we also need to still do this stream. And then, yeah, there's another puzzle. And then you found the alien that wants to fight. However, when they get low, they're gonna escape. And then you get into another encounter so that you can't run to Glopluine. I lost the train of thought. Yeah, basically run away, so they run away, you get into an encounter, so you can't follow him. And after, yeah. It's an alien. It's the alien that crashed into your cliffside and made you fall into the pit. It's an alien. Yeah. And you want to beat him up because the alien made the alien, you know? And also Glopluine wants to fight as well. But yeah. However, if you somehow spare them, they could enter your party. Anyway. And then you get into a cave. You can optionally get into the cave. There's a cave at the cliff. Inside the cliff thing. There's a puzzle. If you actually want to do that, it's optional. Then there's a door. And if you do the puzzle, maybe 2 puzzles even, no, 1 puzzle. And then you fight Potato Mike, who is a viewer of mine. There are secret bosses in this, which the people wanted. So I decided to do that. So yeah, there's a secret boss, and if you go out of the cave again, there's a continue on the path, and then 2 things I want to do, and then there's a staircase. I don't know what exactly the 2 things would be. We'll figure it out. Like I said, y'all can say anything, and I'll do it. I won't say no unless it is problematic. It can be as stupid as you want. And then you fight Glopuline again, and if Spat go to the party, if not, they fucking die. Then there's a staircase to go a layer higher. And there's a sticker which is nett hier, aber waren sie schon mal in Baden-Württemberg? Which is a German meme that people wanted. I talked about it and the people wanted to be in this session. Then there is chapter 2, roaming in the pit, no, roaming around the pit, which at the beginning you go. I need to insert this, by the way, that the people wanted Bert to say, "Is there a trap with springs?" Yeah. And you find a lava chicken shop called Place and Brock's Lava Chicken, where Jack Black is there with a sweet guitar, blue shirt, blue pants, and unremarkable shoes trademark. Unremarkable is trademarked. And yeah. And then there's another secret boss with Topper Mike and Theory Mike. And this boss requires 2 puzzles to get to. Then you find again another staircase, not here, like nice here, but where you something once in Berlin. There's Modern Mouth Mike, which, like I said, is another viewer. And this mic requires 3 puzzles. Then, if you haven't fought any of the mics, they would be in the final boss, which would be me. Yeah. Then you find a staircase, and that's the end. Basically, the whole point of this thing is, which is likely going to be a one-shot, because 3 chapters is not a lot, or 2. The whole point is get out of the pit. But yeah, y'all can decide anything you want. Now I'm gonna look if there's any good music in there. Yeah. Good. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, sure, why not? If there are no lyrics, then that's fine. Sure. Yeah. But yeah, firstly, we would likely need to figure out, okay, what would be like that one Granddad shop be named? Which is like a reference to Siva Gunner and bootlegs. Yeah, okay, that's good. So if anyone has any ideas, just anything. Can be anything. Silly, stupid, whatever. Because I have no idea what the shop would be called. I could imagine that Granddad could sell bootleg items. Like, I don't know, maybe the Polymate shirt. Sure. Could be like €3. be very funny though if there would be fake items in there. Like you buy that thing, it says like it's an amazing shirt, and then you buy it and it's like actually just horrible. Like, I don't know, it could be the lovely and then trademark shirt. Actually, what if shirt would be trademarked? Not the lovely or something. Where's Granddad? There's Granddad. Or the would be trademarked. Yeah, sure. Not 10. I don't want to be, like, overly cool. Like, let's say that. Sure, that sounds good. No, it needs more items. I would say, like, a shop usually should have 3 to 4. Also, why does this sound actually good? Okay, it's a little loud. Okay, good. I wouldn't know what else, though. What if they sell something that the Poundland sells, like that, but like sell it like as if it's something good. Like, let's say 5. I don't want it to be basketball bat. I want to be a football bat. Sure. And it actually has 8 attack, but like it's actually the basketball bat. With the typo, yeah. Football bat. But did I always put a like maximum there? No. I mean, I guess, yeah, that makes sense though if I put a maximum what they even have. Granddad like has only 1 of each. Maybe 2 basketball or football bats. What else could he have? High quality food. And that's just the actual item. Sure. Hello, Mehmet Edits. Welcome to the stream. We're working on the Stories of Legends campaign, which will be then actually be put here on this website here. Actually, I can just put it into the chat. If I actually could do something. Hello. There we go. There we go. It's my TTRPG. And I'm right now trying to figure out what else, what the Granddad shop name could be called. Basically anything you want could be inserted. Some melee guns, some food stuff too, just in case. Right. Right, that is cool. Yeah, no. Are you kidding me? Yeah, no, I don't want that. Is that fucking Friday Night Funkin'? I mean, Maggi seasoning is already being sold, so I don't really need to put in there. There's a pawn shop with like Westproof bullet, which you can't buy. Or actually you can. Can't you? No, yeah, you tell me you can. I don't remember what that would do. But it probably has some kind of... I mean, it goes through West, so... That's Tully Hall. Which, I mean, would be fine, but I can't concentrate then. Okay. That's alright. What? Should we start? Hello, the Scratch Cat Show creator. Or Sketch. Thank you for the subscription. We're currently working on... What did I do? Yeah. Oh, the Sonic channel. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're working on the Stories of Legends, which is like a little thing. And like my own TTRPG, there we go. And we're right now working on this session, which would then be released on here, on this website, which I already put a link on into the chat. Anything you want can happen, basically, in here. And I'll be putting on the website. Right. Right. So, what would it be? I think I should add more food. Maybe, what if they would sell McChemos for like a higher price? No, that wouldn't work. Shit. Because then the price wouldn't make sense. The price ain't right then. But that would be funny. One McChemo. And that costs €4. Only does... It's like a half-eaten one. It's like a half-eaten McChemo. Should I insert a McDonald's in there? I don't know. Okay, stop that or I'm gonna have... Don't advertise on my stream. Don't. Or I'm gonna have to take you all back. Okay. You can be here, we can have fun here, we can have a lovely time, but if you advertise, I'm gonna have to take you out back. Just so you know. Like, I have my gun ready. But actually, I don't have it ready. Hold on. Wait a second, I can just enter any chat, can't I? No. Okay, there we go. I have my gun ready. That was my gun being loaded. That sound effect. Good. Anyway, let's continue on. Wait a second, is the McDonald's not correctly made? Oh, it's not really correctly made. It's not standardized, which I wanted to do. What the fuck answered? What's with Sivagana off remixes and high quality? Sure. See ya. Have a nice day. Boop. Okay. Right, so I don't really know how to call that shop. I'm thinking of something like high quality, because Sivagana is all about the high quality high quality uploads. And this doesn't look correct. Incorrect. Yep. I think that's... However, all in all, the shop is basically finished, yeah. It just needs a name. But I can't think of anything funny. Does anyone else have any idea? Anyway. You can already prepare at least the character here. Which would have stats, because technically you can attack any person that you want in the game. Can, of course. You don't have to. Because any person can give you EXP. Also, what? Okay. So if anyone has any idea, I'll be sure to enter it into the game. Good. Description, and then that would be good. Would be good. Still have the hotel. Good. I think I'm just gonna open up the off, like, OST. At this point, I'm just gonna open up, not the fan gamer ones, but like the old one. Yeah. If I want the original... Yeah, okay. Good. What kind of puzzle would it be then? Because I want to add a puzzle. I want the player to be like interacting more than just, oh, look at the scenery, here's a battle, oh, look at the scenery, here's a battle. So continue on, there's a hotel. Hotel. I think I'm just gonna insert what would fit there, because there's a thing that is, I don't know exactly what it would be. Like after the potato mic thing, which there is a puzzle, which is pretty good. But how do I say this? But I don't know, like, what is performed was after, really. Which that sucks. What would be the stats of that random encounter though? Given can't be too hard. Whatever. So after that, there's a puzzle firstly. I could insert another puzzle, but I feel like that would be too repetitious. I feel like there would be firstly a description of what is going on after, like there's a cave next to your path. Like, you bet Glopline. Glopline. How do you pronounce that? Then you get into an encounter given, has to happen given you have to be stopped somehow, and I feel like a person would be the best place. Okay, see ya, Div I. Have a nice day! Alright. It was nice having you here. I might still be there after you're done. Anyway. After the cave, it's kind of dark. Yeah. Then you don't, or you go there. But if you continue on, there might be a puzzle. I feel like a puzzle will fit best. 2 puzzles? I don't know. What if there's another pit, and that pit is actually likely bottomless? That would be funny. Inside the not bottomless pit, there would be a bottomless pit. But that would be just another, oh, let's put a tree over there to climb over. I need something that is actually like a bottomless pit that you can't solve by putting a tree there. Like, let's say there is actually like a... Like, there's actually like a... How do you say it? Like a... What's it called in English? Ich will Leiter sagen, aber es ist keine Leiter. Bridge. I feel like that's an actual bridge. It would be funnier if it would be just not actually a puzzle about it, but more like a description. Yeah, I think that works. Let's put in a bracket so I can later on know, okay, this is something that has to be inserted. Okay. I might... Right, I need to... I don't think anyone was able to read this. Hold on. I need to... There we go. I don't think anyone was able to read this. I have a 4K monitor. I'd be able to read this, you know, but like... No one was able to actually read it. Shit. 42 minutes wasted. Alleged good YouTuber. Probably bad YouTuber. But yeah. Now people can likely read it. I mean, we have the ending here. Then there's the puzzle, and then I don't know what... not an encounter. I'd say a shop. I think a shop would be a good break, given they might need healing items. Not really weapons, probably. Maybe there'd be like a knife. But then that would only help maybe armor. Like maybe a cap. Hello, Topper. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. I almost lost hope in this stream. Given I have no idea and I want people to interact, but yeah, I'm not getting any input. like what the shop of the granddad would be called, which I mean I added already, like a football bat, which is actually literally the baseball bat is here, but just costs more. Basically a scammy artist. With high quality items. I think it would be just high quality like that. Yeah. Then there's a hotel which needs a character. We need to think of a puzzle likely here for this campaign to stay interesting. And random encounter here after Globulin, in case he gets attacked, or even if he doesn't get attacked, that'd be someone that would stop you so that he potentially could escape. I say he when it could be literally anything. It's an alien. A value. Yeah, I say a puzzle. What are you on about? And I'd imagine that that'd be like a puzzle and afterwards a food shop. Just so if when you fight Globulin, that it doesn't get like hard, I guess you'd say. Like not too hard. So that you can actually fight them and potentially kill them. Well, if I don't, okay, sure. Glad we're on the same page. Anyway, nett hier waren schon mal in Baden-Württemberg, waren schon mal in Berlin und waren schon mal in Hamburg. I mean, there's one puzzle like the idea is you're in front, like this is actually part of this campaign. Like you're in front of like a river. The river, and you need to find a way to get past it. River ain't too big, but you don't want to jump into it because bad stuff might happen, you know? You need to figure out how to get from the one side to the other. Like, so you continue on with your adventure, traversing a bit. You come up to a river from one cave to another. It's too large to simply swim through, so you'll have to get creative. The idea is to take down a tree to use as a bridge. Yeah. Yeah, we can enter a sphinx, you know? Sphinx. Answer my riddle, tree, and I'll let you pass, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure, we can add that. We can add that before... Or should we add it before or after the cave with Potato Mike? I think after would work better. But you can literally decide that, yeah. Because you're currently one of the 3 people here in chat, in mic, you know, your mics, who can literally decide anything you want. I'm just inserting, unless there's no other choice and I have to make stuff. Would it be before or after Potato Mike and the alien stuff? Because before you go to the thief, then you go and you find a hotel. Yeah, Chris Pratt. What do you want with Chris Pratt? Like anything, you know? Like I'll do it. If you want something with Chris Pratt, sure. I mean, we already added Jack Black here with his shop, Place in Blocks Lava Chicken, where you can buy lava chicken, you know. If you want Chris Pratt, you can get Chris Pratt. All right, I added afterwards the Sphinx. I mean, you can literally have anything. Also, the Overlord, more or less, the final boss. Could be Chapter 2. Chapter 2 could be Chris Pratt and Overlord. Because there's not a lot to Chapter 2 yet. So Overlord Chris Pratt could work. Yeah. We just need stats, basically, and what class he'd be. And what MG attacks he'd have. What's his favorite thing, you know? Okay, yeah. I don't want a rainy day with meat. Shirt, pants, shoes. And that's it because we don't know the classes. Okay, so they'll be standing a skeleton that is cool with a skateboard hoodie, and he's like, "Yo, bro, answer my riddle. I'll make you watch Facebook Moms." Sure. Sure, we can do that. Sure. The skeleton. If it's alright that he's called Sphinx. If you want a different name, you know, that's fine. Okay, in front of you, blocking the way through the bridge of the actually a bottomless pit. is a skeleton. He says, okay, yo bro. You mean Chris Pratt? Sure, let me scroll down for a second. I'll give him sunglasses as a reminder that he is all about sunglasses. But 20? That makes him impossible. That makes him one-shot people. I'm gonna say like 5. Repeatedly. I think I've wrote that wrong repeatedly, but like it works. Okay, now let's go back to the things. Okay, yo bro. Answer my riddle or I'll type it literally how you typed it. Or I'll watch Facebook mom's post stuff or whatever. Stuff and whatever. Okay. I still want to be able that you can fight the Sphinx, but like, let's say 60. He's like 70. 69, nice. So that the fight is extremely hard. So that you have to answer his riddle 3. Or just riddle. No learn. Because it doesn't really matter. And shirt. And that's all since we don't know the class of Sphinx the Skeleton. Let's go back to Chris Pratt. What was that sentence just now? Let's go back to Chris Pratt. The actor. The idea, okay. The idea is that Chris Pratt is an evil overlord ruling over this place. Chapter 2. Let's go back to Chris Pratt. Unless viewers say no. Right. Is that a good idea? Then we make chapter 2. I think he's really cool. He's Mario. Should he have Mario themed attacks as well? Like, let's say there's an ability that he jumps on you. Like Mario. Should he wear Mario stuff? Like Mario clothing? Okay, sure, Goomba. Stomp. Wait a second. No. There's something better. There's something better. I wouldn't call it... I'll add that. Yeah, of course. But like, I'll likely add it... Wait a second. How is it called? Let's not forget about this.
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas.
Oh god, that's horrible. Unless y'all really wanted to call it Goomba Stomp, obviously. Okay, I think y'all like it. Okay, good. Stomping Koopas! What would be his MG, like his Muggy? What would be his Muggy? How evil is Overlord? I'll add lasagna into his inventory. Okay, that's how you tap it, okay? Like, let's say 4 times lasagna, which gives him like 23. How much? Why would this MG be 7? Oh, nice. Don't drink it. It's... Put it on your food, yes, but don't drink it, just, you know. Is it 20 for now? That's temporary. Might change. What would do Stomping Koopas do? Attack times 1.5 or like times 2, but there's like a miss rate that he might not stomp you like a Koopa. Like, okay. Ah, okay. What would Stomping Koopas do? I love salt in general. Sure, more power to you, you know. Just don't keep yourself healthy, you know. What the fuck is that? Chris Pratt kills Koopas daily.
You keep driving, you piece of shit!
Koopas.
Yeah, that was not funny. Yeah, that's not funny. Anyway, what would this thing do? Like, I mean, what would be their riddle? And like their stats obviously too, but like firstly the riddle's important. Has anyone a riddle that I can use? That you think would be funny or cool or anything? Or else I can find a funny riddle. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's a... Okay, cool. They are both equally horrible. That's a joke, by the way. One of them is more horrible than the other. I should, by the way, always read properly the text messages before, like the messages in chat before actually read them out loud, you know? Anyway, I guess we'll take this. Yo, bro, what is better, instant meals? I don't think that's a riddle, is it? I don't think. What's old and okay, sure. The things. What's old and covered with sand, but sounds funny. It's fine. I don't think anyone here has a good riddle. Do we? Sure, let's use that with our open up. What gets smaller every time it takes a bath? Soup. I'm not a blanket yet I cover the ground. A crystal from heaven that doesn't make a sound. What am I? Snowflake! What's my line again? What if he just opens up his phone and just searches the internet for a riddle? What got 2 wings but can't fly, 2 eyes but can't see, and 2 wings but can't walk? That's a... I would have said airplane for a second, but like, no. They can fly and they can see. But the machine can't see. 2 wings but can't walk. I don't know. Also, by the way, this song is my favorite of the off soundtrack. Desperately Safe. I saw some obscure 2010 podcast, and the answer is in the server if you need it. Well, we'll take it. Sure. We'll take that. We'll take it. Also, yes, that's one part of the Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other early OST. The walls are just Monica. Because the walls are listening and just Monica combined into one. Dead bird, holy shit. Okay. From a obscure 2010 podcast. What? Anyway, we have that, and then like this things or things says whatever. Cool. That's cool. Awesome sauce or whatever. And then let's go. I don't know what they would say. I think we should remove that, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, afterwards, they would find a food shop and shit. And no, I don't wanna join your newsletter. I don't wanna join your why would I wanna join your newsletter? What's with the internet nowadays? Anyway, should we go back to Chris Pratt? Because I feel like we're just jumping back and forth, and that keeps it kind of interesting, maybe. I don't know. Just an idea. Sorry. Yeah, cool. Because we still need to figure out what stomping Koopas would be, what his MG would be, like his evilness, his MDF. Yeah, wait a second. I can post the link of the website again. If stuff wouldn't lag, obviously. Which, I mean, is decided by you all. You all decide what Chris Pratt stats would be. If things are way too overpowered or underpowered, I would obviously state that. Given I want the session to be playable. But... okay. Obviously, if you can just say something, MG literally doesn't matter, just say anything. 30 is the average MG of a person. The average evilness of a person, which would be just the average guy. The average Joe. Higher would be, which goes up to 777. Evilness. And the lowest is 1. Just to refresh everyone's memories, for those who don't know yet, you know. 32, sure. He ain't really that evil, even though he's an overlord. Yeah, that's fair. Which I'd say then... 6, 7, 14, 21... would be kinda things. Sounds good. Yeah, like even the final boss, which is me, doesn't even have that big evilness. I am not even complete. I didn't even complete myself. That's weird. What would he be? What clothing would he have? Because he has sunglasses, obviously. I love the idea of him looking like Mario, like he literally has a Mario costume on. That's... did he ever dress up like Mario? No, there's only, I think, an AI-generated image of him looking like Mario, yeah. Or edits like this. I think that's an edit. Anyway. My idea with this attack is like either it always attacks and does like 1.5 is attack damage, which we have yet to figure out. And or attack times 2, 50%. But also he would have an extra stat that would give him a miss rate for that. Which would be like here probably. It's either of those two. Oh, bit jump. Yeah, that bit's too perfect, yeah. Good luck with it. Okay. Though I'm more like this. That he attacks with 2 times the damage. Let's say he has 5 attack, he does 10 attack actually then. But he actually can miss 50% of the time. I think that would make it more interesting. Then I would say that they switched their place here again. What do you realize? Top up. Yeah. And bit jump. Well, not everyone. The triangles have triangle eyes. The circles have circle eyes. The squares have square eyes. The rectangle eyes have rectangle eyes, you know? It's just a bit hard to show off rectangle eyes when you have pixels. Anyway. Nope. Class. Write a description would be also needed later on. Yeah. Like that. Anyway, I brought back. Right. Sure. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, there we go. Everyone looked, everyone can see. That's good. So, got back my energy somehow. I don't know why. Good. So, no, it's good. Welcome back, Mobus. Glad you're back. Glad you're here. Glad you're there. Oh. So we have a random encounter for later on. I don't know what they'll do. It's just someone. It could be another thief. It could be another thief. Imagine if they have the same last name. That would be funny if they had the same last name. Or it'd be the first name. Either way. I don't know. If someone has any ideas, I'll immediately input it in. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Have a nice day. Good luck at McDonald's. See ya. I'll likely be still here, maybe. Depends on how many people are watching and how much interactivity exists. I'd literally be here if people are interacting with this, trying to finish it with me. I'll literally be here till 12 hours. Like 10 hours from now, to be exact. Because it'd be very cool if we actually finished it, this stream. So yeah. I love the off OST. I mean, I can remove that, given that's literally that. The sign says... The bottomless pit, yeah, cool, pit. Don't fall in or else you'll fall forever. Wait a second, we have a guy who literally bought the bottomless pit. What's their name? What's his name again? Prologue, area, toilet character. Where's he sleeping again? Living room, but. I think that's great. That way Bert actually says another thing without the session runner being the one making something. You know what? I'm just gonna insert all the stats myself. We need a thief, we need a character at a hotel. Alright. Let's call this high qual shop with like exclamation marks. I've typed it wrong. How do you type exclamation? Okay, you type apparently like that. Cool. Exclamation. Okay. Then there's a hotel. I'm not very funny at times, so I don't really have a funny name for that character. But let's make a 25 or 26, 25, sure, and 23 MG, 24, 5, 6, 7, 7. Attack 1, defense for now 0, she'd probably be like 2. At some back point in the story, have a random person who acts like a gremlin. Could be chapter 2. Could be chapter 2. Because chapter 1 is currently rather full, except if you really want to be in chapter 1. But you said in any point in the story. But yeah, we can do that. Could be before then. Could be a battle. Really unsure what class they'd be though. You can look at the website what would fit at a class. Sure, you know what? Yeah, sure. Purple beanie. I'd presume, if you don't say any stats, by the way, I'm just gonna immediately just assume the stats. So I'm just gonna do that. Shirt. Have a bootleg Rick and Morty shirt. We should be defense 1, presumably. Maybe, not really defense 0. I don't know what pants and shoes they'd wear. Acting like a... Oh, okay, so no fight. I mean, they would still be entering a fight if the player wants to kill them. So yeah, but no fight starts. Could be in the town then as well. Just a random guy. Okay, so they don't need to... Good. HP is, by the way, how old this person would be. MG is how evil they are. Attack is attack, you know. Defense is armor. And MDEF how happy they are in life. And that all culminates into a stat. Depending on how easy someone is to kill or not. Well, or fight. But hey, we got a random person in town. In chapter 2. Chris Pratt could rule over the town. Is there a trap with springs? Could be inserted when going over to Chris Pratt, given someone wanted Bird to say that very badly. Okay. Where was I? Why did I type John? Johnson as the last name. Sure, let's call it Karen. Oh, it's just Karen, sure. Why not? A not so friendly woman owns this shop since her mom used to own the shop until the incident. Well, let's figure out this. Let's figure out what class would work. On this website, there are classes which tell you. I usually use determination because that's the sure why not, you know. But I'm thinking about termination. Determination can only use melee weapons. Melee weapons are very much not random usually. While termination can only use guns and gun-like things. Yep. I'm thinking termination, yeah. I mean, she's not gonna have a gun. She's gonna have a gun. Sure, revolver. I don't. Who's gonna attack her? Okay, maybe a lot. The attack range is from -5, so anything in the minus or 0 is just a miss. And 1 up until 10 is... yeah. A copy of the hit movie Red One as some... So it would be in the weapon slot? Are they just gonna bash the movie against the people's face? Okay, that's funny. They're just gonna bash the copy of that movie into the people's faces. I'm gonna add it properly to see if I'm gonna... like, they grant that. That'd be funny. Oh, nice. Now we're getting into noise. I love noise. I almost had it there. You know what? Let's show why not. Anyway, description. A holy relic. Actual item would be hit movie red one, which would have attack -5. It would lower the attack probably to 0 or in the negative, which would mean they just do literally no damage. That's funny. It's like 20 euro. Because it's such a holy relic. That's amazing. I love it. Oh, red shirt. Blue. Purple. Green shirt. Jeans. Blue jeans. That's the most common, at least here in Germany. A lot of people just wear blue jeans. I don't know. Shoes. Very shoes. Which would mean she has 3 defense. Defense is calculated like this. If you attack, the attack minus the defense is your damage. If you use a magical attack, it would be basically your attack, your damage that would you calculate with your magic. Well, Magie. It's Magie. Minus then the defense, and then minus the MDEF. If you wanted to do a campaign, want to make a campaign, I mean, there are literally examples here. This is from actual sessions that you can look up. This is in German now, but like for example, that's Jimbo Story, which is actually rather up to date with how everything works. See ya, Topper. There's like an actual session here, which you can look up how everything works, you know? There's also some other examples in case you want to do this. Though this is the most up-to-date session. I'm gonna add this to the website once this finishes. You can also inspire yourself to it, even download it. There are Magie spells examples, weapon examples, armor examples, item examples, everything examples, even character examples, you know? Or enemy, because enemy and characters are basically the same thing. You fight, the enemies are also characters in a way. And there's even an example running session that I did on Don't Forget We'll Meet Each Other, where you can see me playing. The other one there, other one is the script, and this one is also with a friend of mine. There are classes. There's also important info like how do you start a campaign, like when you already have something prepared. How do you start it? Battle loop, basically the website. I recommend the website. If you have any questions, you can always ask me under this one video, which I on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. In the top 100 best languages. Okay, thank you. Like, if you wanna work on the stories on a campaign, and you have any questions about how anything would work, you can go under this video, because that's where I advertised it. And you can ask questions. People already ask questions like what the recommended number of players for a game. There isn't really a limit. However, 1 to 2 is what I always played with. 1 or 2 players. Or 3, I think would work also rather well. But yeah, this website here is the best thing you can use if you want to make your own campaign. Yeah. Let's call this hotel The lovely, amazing, brilliant, awesome one. Sure, it's the lovely, amazing, brilliant, awesome one. You're welcome. If you have any questions, just ask. Sorry. I love talking about the stories of legends. That's how I did shops, right? Yeah, that's how I did shops. There's a column there to show off, hey, that is a shop, that is the name of the shop. At the end of the day, you have to just be able to read it, you know? If you can read it, you have a lovely session. If you can't read it afterwards, good luck. You'll need it. How did I call the other one? Jeremy, then this one's called Johnny. Alright, I hope I'll be still there, given I kinda need input from people, given it's you guys' thing, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not negative, I'm rather optimistic about it. Even I'll likely be still there because I really want to finish it this stream. And we're currently at we're finishing off chapter 1. We'll likely be when you come back like chapter 3. So yeah. Anyway, 100... Why did I say 100? Johnny is 29, which means this one... Jeremy is 29, so this one's like 31. The evilness of Jeremy... That's likely 53. Attack 2... 5! Somehow you're 5! How the fuck are you 5? That's impossible! Well, not impossible, very improbable that you'd be 3. Jeremy doesn't really wanna, so I'd imagine Johnny really wanna. That would work. Like the maximum stat of a normal person is like 3 at attack. If you're trained, obviously it'd have 4 or 5, but like more doesn't really work that well. Dun dun. Defense is like... I mean, what did I have on? It's like... oh, and your destructive rage. What if the other one's also destructive rage? That would be cool. Destructive rage runs in the family. I'm gonna assaults. Destruct. That's why you had 5! Because you put your soul power in there. Duh! A daggerer. 5 attack. Wowee. 3. What did I... No. 5. No, I'd say a dagger would be fine, isn't it? Doesn't have to be a dagger. But I like dagger. That sucks. Let's put it to 4. I'll just... What if they just have the exact same items? No one can stop me. What if they could punch you in the nose? Also, I don't like that the constantly wobbles away. Wobbles around. But also, it's kind of the computer too. Anyway, you likely can't see it. Hold on, I need to do this. Let's get me up a little bit. Hold on. Why are you like this? I want you to be like this. Okay, there we go. Things be working now. That was the entire time like this. Wow. Anyway. While running after the alien, someone runs into you. Johnny Five wants to battle. And let's say they actually spared you. Let's say you actually spared the alien. You can't believe you actually make friends with an alien. The reason because of actual law reasons why Valiant can't speak English. You can't actually. Okay. Then you get to a cave. I don't want to write like hopefully there aren't any enemies because that would be dumb, that would be bad. That would be bad writing. Hopefully there won't be any other fight. That's stupid. Even like, you're glad it's over. I don't want to assume how the players feel. What if the player's murderous and wants to actually kill more people? It was odd. You continue on despite feeling a deja vu. That's good. They're not far off, there is a cave. It's kinda dark. Choosing cave. And then you go into the cave and, like, you know. Then you find Potato Mike, which I still need to ask him, I presume, what Potato Mike would do. Like, what MG they'd have, you know? Not far from the cave is also a bridge. With a sign. There we go, now we have something coherent. I love coherency. It's my favorite type of bread. Oh, RT game, what is it? Oh, hello, I'm on tonight's stream, I'm solving economy. Okay, cool. Sick. Cool. This thing's, I would say, wrong. Man. Try again. I don't know how this. I'm not. I want to work. Which is a bit hard. Let's say he says like, that's the right dude, how did you know? Literally sans. And you type it like literally sans. You can go. Dang, alright, you can go. Just with an O. Peak Cinema! Yo, bro, I'm thinks the scout. Answer my riddle. I'll make you watch Facebook. Sure. I can erase the puzzle here. I feel like the chapter might get a little too long and too puzzle heavy. Like literally just too heavy about everything. However, I'll leave it here just in case. Na, 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 na. I'll insert into brackets so I'll know. And you find that, and then you go to the next chapter. Hello, multimedia. Welcome to the stream. Actually, I think if I leave it untranslated, it's funnier. I'll be right back, though. I'll be right back. But hello, multimedia. I'm back. And yeah, I heard, in a way. Don't think we should go, like, y'all shouldn't go into detail with it, I think. But yeah, welcome. We're working on the campaign here, and you can also be, like, add parts to it, like anyone can add parts into it. It's community made, with of course a little bit of me, because some people just don't feel like working on it when they're in the stream, so I should work it also myself, so things get done. But yeah, anything you want in this campaign can be. I can kind of give you the gist of it, you know. If where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Why didn't it move? Well, it did move and I didn't see it. Basically, the player character and Bert fell into the not so endless hole that was at the cliffside that they were living at, because a UFO crashed there, and now they're trying to get out. They're currently in chapter 1 into the pit. There's also chapter 2, which is called, where is it? That's a chapter. Where's the chapter? There, roaming around in the pit. And then there's chapter 3, out of the pit. Yeah. Oh, apparently the OST is done. Shit. Yeah, that sucks. But I don't loop. But yeah, that's basically it. If I play the you know what, sure, Undertale OST. If this gets claimed by Materia Collective or by some third party, I don't care too much about it. It just sucks. I don't get any money from this. At all. Never did with YouTube. Sure. Yeah, so there's the sticker. Which I'm not gonna translate, given that's the joke. Good, we're here. Yeah, there's one puzzle. I'm thinking what it could be. It could be a riddle, but that's Potato Mike's like choice. Which, I mean, they're not here, so yeah. Hold on. They can't be serious. Okay, there's some. Okay, so basically, I'm laughing currently because someone got hacked, which that sucks, you know. But they currently tried to scam me, and it's so obvious. Nun ja, Good. And they're trying to scam me, and that sucks, obviously, but I like how obvious it is. They firstly spoke in German, which makes sense. They said, ich weiß nicht, wie ich das sagen soll. I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna translate. I don't know how to say it. Because I accidentally reported you I can instead of someone else. I said lol. Lemao. And then they said in English, I'm really sorry for this serious mistake. The ticket states that you should appeal to clarify unrelatedness to this incident. The issue as hell. See, estoy bien. No problema. I'm gonna say it in Spanish now. Science@google.com. I'm gonna talk to him in Spanish now. I wanna see what happens. A That's alright. Thank you for telling me. Can you send me the link? I want to see what happens now. I'm gonna send another screenshot. Nope. Das ist so witzig. Ich meine, es ist traurig, dass er dass er das mit den ganzen Scheiß, aber naja, ich sollte zurück dorthin mit dem Scheiß, weil ich spreche gerade erstmal what did I speak German? I should continue on. I was firstly speaking to them in Spanish, and then in French, but like, yeah. Okay. Ja, die Sphinx. Ich glaube, die Sphinx sollte nicht so böse sein. Vielleicht 31, 32. Angriff 3 auf jeden Fall. Ich möchte nicht, dass der... Why am I speaking... My languages are getting mixed up. I don't want them to be too strong. So I think 3, the 32 MG, obviously. 0 defense. For now. I feel like they're very happy, so there's a higher defense there. Cappy. Like Cappy? Is it Cappy? Like the thing in your hat? Pretty sure. Da, 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 da. But one of them was a skater dude. I know that. That is a top hat, that's Captain P1. One of them was a skater dude though. Hold on. Yeah, the red cap, it's cap. Let me use that to insert it to that one character. Hi Kirby, welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry that the account got hacked. I got a message sent by you. He said in German, ich weiß nicht, wie ich das sagen soll, weil ich aus Versehen einen Account gemeldet habe, anstatt den von jemand anderen. And there was like a weird screenshot there with an email. I said lol. Lemau. And then he said in English, I'm really sorry. Yeah. And then I spoke in Spanish, didn't mind. I spoke in French, didn't mind, you know. I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry about it. I really hope you can get it back. At the most, then you can see the troll I did. It is not an impressive troll, but I'm not a troller. But yeah. Yeah, next time don't trust. It's the best I can give you. Really sorry about that. But yeah, I'm right now working on the Stories of Legends, which is my own little thing, and you can also add things to it. Ah, that sucks. I'm currently trying to work on this campaign. If it's done, then anyone can play it, you know? And I think it'd be awesome. But firstly, I need to figure out everything. Gut, jetzt ist im Terminal. So you left the hotel and go with travels, yeah. I think I already did. Yeah, there was someone later on. Hold on. Okay, that is these things. Ich denke, I think there should be a blue cap. With a blue jacket. Yeah, let's say 2 defense. With blue jeans. I want to make them completely blue. And blue shoes. Yeah, 5 defense then. Good. And afterwards a shop. The things is done. I mean, there should be a description. Sadly, people are... I think the problem is that people don't really know what the classes are, so... I'm just gonna insert the classes myself. What would fit, you know. Downfall would be funny, but I think this... No, not really Destructive Rage. That one already happened a bunch. Determination would be the easiest, but I think it'd be boring. Yeah, I guess, but determination. Which means they have also a LV of 1. Because I don't think they kill for fun. Feels like something is missing. Maybe because they don't really have any magic attacks. Magie attacks, fuck. Okay. I knew something was weird. That there are no shoes. Everything is a bit... That's why everything's a bit more smaller than it should be. The weapon is... The weapon is literally the cap. Which that doesn't make any sense. I'm thinking about giving him a knife, but I don't want him to give a knife. I want this guy to just be someone who does a little joke thing. Like, hey, answer my riddle! I think I'll leave it like this, so there's a little space so you know when the cave stops. I'm gonna make a to-do list here. What do I still need left to do in chapter 1? Because the prologue is done. You exit the house, then you get there, the Poundland, the city. High quality shop. Then you go out. The Jeremy Thief. Improv, however the solution's that. Then you continue on. The puzzle. Which, I mean, I can remove if no one really wants anything. Text alien, fine. Respect they join your party. Good. And afterwards, there isn't really anything, is there? Right, I mean that shop, yeah. It's 4 things I have left. Sorry. That puzzle. I'm genuinely thinking about just ripping it out, given it doesn't exist. I think it doesn't really hurt that you just immediately find the alien then. It would also make sense given the alien is very close and yada yada yada. I mean, they literally crashed nearby. They literally crashed where your house was, so they can't be far. They could be far, but they can't be. Then again, their ship is like nearby the staircase. That would make sense. Potato Mike is Valiant, just like the alien is. Yep, that makes sense. But you meet upon someone. It's something not from this planet. It's an alien. This must be the alien. Crashed at your cliff. Alien seems a little scared. And gets out a knife. They want a battle. Go. Which means there are 2 things left until, and then chapter 1 is done. Holy shit. Okay. I'm currently thinking, because I know what the shop will be called. It's called Food Food. I think Food Food is funny. The jar I wouldn't know currently, but we'll think of something. Well, there's a fly. What do we say? I mean, the other one was determination, so I think it should be deviation. Which means they have kills and spell calls, but like none given they don't kill. I want to have variety in my thing. Also, they don't have any weapons, so here we go. I don't know what Food Food would have though. Yeah. I'll be right back. Hello, Kleinzwerg. Welcome to the stream. We're working on the Stories of Legends. Hello, Dr. Kitten. Welcome back. I'm glad you're back. We're currently still working on this. There's the mic puzzle, the potato mic puzzle that still need to work. And the food shop, which is called Food, I decided. Unless people want it to be different, you know. And yeah, also there's still this one screenshot. Bloom. No. I love that sound effect. It's so annoying every time I try to close the snipping tool. It just says, "Are you sure?" Yes, I'm sure. Thank you for asking, though. I very much appreciate it. I just wanted to send a screenshot over to a friend. But oh well. So, concentration. Fuck. Ich kann mich gerade nicht konzentrieren. Oh Gott, ey. I'm gonna put myself on Do Not Disturb. I can't currently. Okay. Okay. So, we have the food. A lovely name. Why am I so creative with food, with shops currently? Maybe because the shop theme place. I don't know. I don't know what to call them, but I think they shouldn't be too strong. Let's say 24. Magic would be 41. I don't know. Maybe 35. It doesn't really matter that much. It should just create character. You don't really have to. The magic will not be used. They don't have any magical abilities. The only thing that it does is give this person character. You have an idea how evil they are and what kind of mood they are in also. Let's do 1. They're quite they're alright. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the subscription. One. And yeah, let's send out the items because like always, because that's kind of important by literally any character you have here. Like I said, I have no idea whether the person is a psychopath. Anyone who you can attack has to have statistics. Definitely, if someone is behind glass and you'll never see them again, they don't, like, glass meaning like glass, like Panzerglas, I don't know what the English word for that is. Glass you can't even shoot through. Then definitely they don't need stats. But like, if someone is at a shop and like, obviously you can then attack them. And because you can, there has to be preparations. I know, it's annoying. It annoys me as well. But it's kind of important. So how do I wanna, what would they wear? I'm thinking of just a black jacket. Sure. Name can come later, personality comes first. Because through the personality, a name emerges easier for oneself. At least it's for me, that way. Headband, sure. It sounds like a person that would want to have started a shop, but didn't happen. At least it sounds to me like that. But what kind of pants? I'm thinking of just black shoes, you know. It's the most simple thing. What's it called dating start and fight? When it is literally when you can also just hang out with Papyrus. That's what I did with my live stream like a couple days ago. I hung out with Papyrus. I didn't date him. Pants. What kind of pants? Jogging pants. Sure, and that has like depth too. Because they're stronger, question mark. Never wore. I mean, I wore, but like basically never in my life. That means it has 6 defense. Promotion. Premonition? Premonition, yeah. Cool, Jack Johnson. Jack Jackson. Sure. That reminds me of Jack Jameson Johnson the Jackson. Probably related, probably. Not the same person though. Runs wanted to run a weapon shop, but ended up running a food shop. Since no one bought the weapons. Happens. Happens to the best of us. And the worst of us. Away from the food shop. Karma? You want to stick us up? If not... You want a battle? Okay. Ah, Waterfall. That's a lovely song. Took me forever to beat sounds. Let's see. I'm thinking of energy cards, maybe? I know it doesn't say anything for y'all, but like, it's something that I mean, it was a part of fucking Bit Jump. I mean, they're definitely gonna sell Muggy. I already put everywhere MG, like. Okay. I'm gonna do from up here, and I'm gonna change every instance of MG that like is an item, yeah, to Muggy, given that is the correct terminology. It's just a shortening. But it kind of bothers me now. Given that is an official session. The MG is just a shortening to make it easier, but yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, and that's it. There's no more Muggy showing up. Right. I can however add a lot here, like I could sell fries, maybe. No, not really fries, but like schnitzel, steak, you know. 6 instances of 10 euro steak, schnitzel, sure. Not really schnitzel. Ramen, sure. Instant noodles. No. What could you buy that you could immediately eat? Like immediately. I mean, you could... I mean, I did chocolate bars. You could chocolate bars. That would work. I'm literally just stealing from myself currently. Chips, yeah. You could buy chips. Fox Cola, yes, I want Fox Cola. Okay, good. We have a lot of things here. I'm gonna separate the drinks from the food. I know, very exciting. Okay. And there we go. Let's give it like 5 at 6. And they cost like each €2. Horrible price. Like €6 per bottle. I know, horrible price. Separate the drinks from the food. It's all junk food. Let's say €4. €3. And I'm starting to get a headache, what the fuck? The only thing that is left here is puzzle. But I don't know what kind of puzzle to be. I would think maybe... Okay, let me think back on what I always did with puzzles. There could be runes. No, that would be for a later one. This could be for the last one. Yeah. I'm just gonna note it down so I don't forget about it. Good. There we go. That's the first puzzle. But now I have to figure out the fucking chapter 1. Okay. Puzzle time. What would this puzzle entail? So that it would be hard to get into, but not impossible. I don't want it to be impossible. Like I could say, what's my address? If you find that out, you can continue on. That's not how it works. But it can also be like, what's 1 + 1? It may not seem hard, but it's a little hard. Okay. Yeah, this music doesn't really help, I must say. My goodness me. Okay. Maybe now. I need to think. What could this puzzle be that would make it hard to fight Potato Mike? It could be another pond puzzle, like another river puzzle. But with this time, no. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, they already passed the river. What could they do, though? Sure, that could be an idea, and I think we finished with that chapter 1. We finished chapter 1, yeah. Yeah, you could get back the tree and put it there to get through. Yeah. I'm thinking about what could be a better example. Because you could technically also maybe climb. Yeah, I guess. I guess, yeah. Okay. Okay, let me think. What would even be chapter 2 then? Because chapter 2 is about apparently the Overlord Lord Chris Pratt, I presume. And if you get in, like, inside the castle of... If you get inside the castle here... Yeah. I don't really know, though. Because... This is all y'all's idea, so I don't really have much to work with. Not much to work with, but more like how do I say this? I don't really know what the idea of yalls are. Which I don't think y'all either, but I think that makes it more funny. I'm only one person. Yeah. I'm gonna... Yeah. Yeah, there's no one here. Since about half an hour ago. 20 minutes. This doesn't work. At all. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah. Not every stream can end well, and that's fine. I mean, I had fun. And I'm in chapter 1 done, so... Yeah. See ya!